Rushing a bolt action rifle is highly recommended for everyone who is starting out on a new server, a server freshly wiped or a server with a low population. Everything is done so much easier with a mechanical weapon. This tutorial is focused on obtaining this weapon really fast, so we want to skip as many steps as possible to be as fast as possible. The video content you are seeing is recorded on a rather old server with medium population, and I explicitly didn't use PvP to obtain resources faster. If you are on a fresh server, it is super beneficial to engage into PvP as the best loot is found on other players. However, this means a high risk, high potential reward playstyle. Dying is the worst thing that can happen to you and will prolong your rush in reaching your goal, the bolt action rifle exponential, at least as long as you didn't put down a totem. After that, dying is not a problem anymore, but rather a solution. You're hungry or cold, or just don't feel well, die, respawn and be the new you. But let's start from the beginning. You need 7 wood, 5 stone and 5 flintstone to craft your basic hatchet and your pickaxe. After that, your main goal is to find those big light brown ores, which will give you clay and limestone when mined. They are rare and spread across the map, and collecting 10 clay from them is sometimes really tedious, and there is no easy solution in how to obtain them easily, besides of course killing someone for it. The longer you need to farm and find them, the more additional materials you will need to stay alive till you have everything. Here's a really important advice. The later you come onto a server after a wipe and the longer you need to get into the main farm spot, the slower you should rush it. If you are the first player on a server and are lucky with farming the clay, you technically can rush into the second area instantly. You won't even need a construction hammer at this time because you can postpone building your base instantly, as it is very unlikely that other players will be immediately there to contest your location. And when they arrive, you should be ready with your basic base, so dying will not lose you much progress anymore. However, if you arrive 2 to 3 hours late, I would recommend to be already better prepared. This means that you are already equipped with basic cloths and have enough resources with you to instantly build a base there. Personally, I would always carry a campfire on me, make sure I have at least a few cold pieces on me, and I would build a bow first with a few arrows, while already hunting for clay. Once the totem is built, I rush into the second area, hide the totem in a bush or behind some rocks, and farm materials for a one-on-one little base. After that, starting collecting materials for a blast furnace and an iron pickaxe. Along the way, I would of course expand my little base a bit, build gear and storage along the way. At this point, you should be merciless aggressive towards other players to protect your territory and the resources in it. Once you establish your core base, you can collect the resources for a bolt action rifle within 30 minutes and 1.5 hours. The progression till this point will last you anything between 10 minutes when you focus on PvP and 1.5 hours if you completely avoid PvP. A big factor on how long you need to succeed is of course your skill set in PvP and of course how well you know the terrain and where you know you can farm those clay ores. Within 1 or 2 days I will publish another video on how to rush a machine gun, an auto machine gun. So stay tuned and subscribe to the channel.
Cause winners are sexy.